Reading from the 11th chapter of Isaiah, sometimes referred to as the first book of Isaiah. A shoot shall come out of the stump of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest on him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. His delight shall be in the fear of God. He shall not judge by what his eyes see or decide by what his ears hear. But with righteousness he shall judge the poor and decide with equity for the meek of the earth. He shall strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he shall kill the wicked. Righteousness shall be the belt around his waist, and faithfulness the belt around his loins. The wolf shall live with the lamb, the leopard shall lie down with the kid, the calf and the lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall graze, their young shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. A nursing child shall play over the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put its hand on the adder's den. They will not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. On that day, the root of Jesse shall stand as a signal to the people. The nations shall inquire of him, and his dwelling shall be glorious. This is the word of God, the people of God.
Thanks be to God.
Have you done everything you need to do to be ready for Christmas Day? I see a couple heads shaking yes. More head shaking no. Okay. When Isaiah was inspired by God to write those words down, his people were in trouble. They had nowhere to turn. They had lost everything. Their time of preparation was over. Because everything that they had been given, all the commandments, all the ordinances of God, all the blessings of being God's people had been squandered. Now, when we read a passage like that, right away we go to the poetry. We think of, we know who this is speaking about. And who is that? Jesus. When in doubt, say Jesus. We like to think that we know exactly what God intends. We like to think that we know exactly how to apply every verse in the Bible. But we know that's not the truth. We know that the Bible throughout the history has been misused and abused more often than not. Isaiah wrote those words down, ballpark, 25 to 3,000 years ago. That's a long time. I mean, that's older than Jerry. So why are we listening to somebody who wrote stuff down so long ago? Did Isaiah know that he was speaking about the Messiah, as we understand it? Did Isaiah know that he was offering words that would be lifted up throughout the world on this very day? I kind of doubt it. But even though Isaiah may not have understood exactly what he was offering the world, or offering his people rather, he knew that God, who was with the people in Jerusalem, was with them in exile. And if that alone, if that passage was only part of the Bible that survived the centuries, it would be enough. Because Isaiah wrote those words to a people in exile. We, who aren't ancient Jews, well, we weren't first century Christians either. I had a thought, and I want you to, if you can, get your Bibles out. And if they're in the pew, you might want to dust them off. And I want to try something with you. Now, we have to be careful when we read the Bible not to misappropriate the text. Because there are things in the Bible that were absolutely true for the people who wrote them that no longer apply to us. But we keep them because they are illustrative of a greater truth. What I want you to do this morning is listen to this passage in the words of Eugene Patterson, formerly of Kalispell, Montana, who recently died in the last year or so. I want you to hear these words in a 21st century understanding. Starting at verse 6. A green shoot will sprout from Jesse's stump, and his roots a budding branch. The life-giving Spirit of God will hover over him. The Spirit that brings wisdom and understanding. The Spirit that gives direction and builds strength. The Spirit that instills knowledge and the awe of God. Now, when you heard that, it's still the words of an ancient writer. We have no idea what type of man Isaiah was. We have no clue where he's buried. This is all we know about him. The words of the book attributed to an ancient man. But you heard it today with 21st century ears. In the history of the world, this group of people has never existed. Do you realize how unique that makes you today? No one has ever heard these words before. Only you. Because I've never said them to you before. So you are unique. But how do I know that? Okay. Think about the words of the prophet. But put yourself in the text. that gives direction and builds strength. The Spirit that instills knowledge of the awe of God for you. He won't judge by appearance, won't decide on the basis of hearsay. But what if we change that? Eugene Peterson did. Why can't we? What if instead of he, an anonymous he, or we're assuming it's the Messiah, what if we change that to, who shall I pick on today? Skippy! Won't judge by appearances, won't decide on the basis of hearsay. What if Wally will judge the needy by what is right and render decisions by what is on the earth's poor with justice? What if Sandra will bring everyone to awe attention? A mere breath from her lips will topple the wicked. Each morning, Steve will put on sturdy work clothes and boots and build righteousness and faithfulness in the land. Does the text sound different when it's your name in the text? Does it sound different when the realization that what God gave to Isaiah to record, to inspire him to write down, that we attribute to mean the Messiah, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords? Sometimes we call him Jesus. What if you were the one called by God to bring justice to Boulder County? What if you were the one the prophet was thinking of? That you were going to change the world. Because, in a sense, that's what this refers to. I mean, we often, you may have heard in the past, someone say, Jesus has no feet but ours, no hands but ours, no voice but ours. So what if the prophet was speaking about you, or the person sitting next to you? There it gets to the heart of it. There was a story told many, many years ago about a small monastery up in the mountains. And it had once been just a huge place with hundreds of brothers and monks. And over the years, it had faded to where there are only 5 or 6 monks left. And the superior was good friends with an elderly rabbi who lived in a small hut by the forest. And one day, the abbot went down the mountain to talk to his friend, and together they commiserated that the days of glory, the days when people thronged through the doors to learn about God, to share the fellowship, had faded. And the young no longer came. The abbot said to his friend, "Is there no word of hope that you can give me?" And stop me if you've heard this before. The rabbi looked at his friend and said, "The Messiah is one of you. All the way back up the mountain, the abbot pondered, who could he have meant? Brother Tobias? Well, he's kind of cantankerous. Brother William? He chews too loud. But he does so with enthusiasm. Brother John, now he's a holy man. God oozes through every pore of his body. And with each name, he saw someone, not just an old man, not just the former glory of an institution. But as he recalled each name, he thought of how God had used or was using that particular person. And when he got back to the monastery, he told the other monks what he had heard, and they all began to wonder, well, it's not me. He couldn't have meant me. I'm just who I am. But surely he meant someone else. And they began to teach and feel and experience each other as God among them, as God's very servant. Now, no one knows how it happened. But one day someone came up, knocked on the door and said, I felt something calling me up the mountain. Something compelling me that there's something here that I need. And they welcomed him as one of their own. And gradually, one or two more would come by, and eventually, throughout the region, old men and old women could be seen walking through the paths of the garden holding hands. Young lovers could be seen eating a picnic down by the pond. And soon life returned to the monastery because God had dwelt among them. The prophet speaks to us as he did to those ancient Israelites with words of hope that in a dark and dangerous world, God dwells among them. That's why we're here. Each Sunday that we gather, we turn the lights on. This time of year, we plug the tree in. We practice. We rehearse. Because our faith is not static. It's not like going into a museum where you see, well, if you go to the Louvre, and of course you want to see the Mona Lisa, but so do 10,000 of your closest friends. And they're all gathered around in front of it, and you see people holding their cell phones up above. They can't see the painting. They just know it's over there. When I discovered that you could go to the gift shop and buy a postcard that looked better than and then take a picture of the postcard. Now, had I seen the Mona Lisa? Yeah, I had. I just saw it in a different way. It's kind of like church. If you want to see it, you have to get here early and sit up front. Sorry, those of you in the back. But those in the back are here and are in the presence of God just as much as those in the front. The prophet was on to something. He was reminding his people, God's people, that wherever they went, whatever would happen to them, it was a couple thousand years before there was an Israel again. And it doesn't look today like it looked during the time of Solomon. But God is still there. This congregation doesn't look like it looked 50 years ago. It doesn't look like it looked last week. Nor will it look like it does next week. But whatever happens, wherever we go, whoever gathers in this place, God will be with you. And as you prepare to receive communion this morning, know that as you touch the bread, as you dip it in the cup, you are doing this in the presence of God, in the presence of the Messiah, in the presence of love. Remember why you come and in whose name you serve this very day and the days to come. Amen.